Galera, diretamente do Mundial, Winter Royale, Last Chance Qualifier, Max Mode, eu tenho um canal novo, não esquece de estar vendo aí no comentário fixado, tem Brawlhalla, tem tudo lá, tá bom? Enfim, e também tô criando conteúdo de react pra vocês nas redes sociais, lá no Instagram, TikTok, dá uma olhadinha no comentário fixado, tá? E a gente tem aqui nesse momento Radish versus MELHOR, respectivamente os dois aqui com os seus Legends, no qual eles são reconhecidos, Radish de Red Raptor. E MELHOR com seu Great Sword, né? Ele era main Jayan e tal. Mas agora vem trazendo o seu Imug. E muito bem, né? Ele tem conseguido resultados interessantes. Enfim. Bora lá.
Yeah, side light gets the dodge in read, gets the side light finisher afterwards. That's just kind of classic. There was a time when Greatsword was brand new, and well, I mean, it was also really broken on release, but like I used to see those like dodge in reads, turn around, get the silent finisher afterwards, 5 straight hits, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And now it's just become standard for Greatsword. Good down air there. Could have led to an edge
the weapon
guard.
toss didn't actually convert into something bigger. That's okay. MELHOR, sidelight backing off, almost had it. He pressed the sidelight again a little bit too soon. Radish was able to spot dodge through.
Excellent job of the down sig.
Closing out that stock, and now it's 2-2.
Yeah, one of the less used signatures coming out from Raptor's kit, which always surprised me because I think it's got the same properties as like a good Terrace, axe down sig, right? You just don't
Nice
get
coverage, nice get off
you
me.
don't get the arc unless it actually connects. But like you said, it's a good coverage, very good stacked option, and will knock out in a radial of directions. And if you position correctly, you get that knockout off the top. Good dodge down, diagonal dodge to avoid the silent finisher. Does it again, and MELHOR doesn't adapt to it, but that side.
Caraca, as siglas do Imug são muito fortes, mano. A downsig de Battle Boots do Red Raptor também é forte pra caramba. Mas dói mais, né? A do Imug.
Like this whole time. It feels like MELHOR, great target on hand. He's just been the one setting the pace. He's the one controlling the stage. Radish is just looking for any openings to be able to pick up a weapon. Sidelight is enough to be able to punish the D-Sig a little bit, but now he needs like an opening. He needs to do something because MELHOR he's getting it.
Generous of you to call an unarmed sidelight a punish against a turtle shell, right? Like that's
you know.
just kind of like I feel like you actually do damage to yourself kicking a movie.
That's right. Yeah. He's got a spiky shell, doesn't he? Coming back on, able to get the
Caraca, nice.
Nicely
ground
done.
pound. I would have liked ground pound there a little bit better, but actually MELHOR completely misjudges drift there off the like a wake up gravity cancel down, like maybe to punish a ground pound there, but Radish went for gravity cancel sidelight instead. They both kind of awkwardly stared at each other. MELHOR fell down off the stage, and just like that, even game off the back of Radish's boots. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw him switch over to orb there, but no, he tried. MELHOR grabbed the greatsword from right below the platform.
MELHOR is playing so patient. He says, hey, you want to be on that platform? That's chill. I'm going to control center stage for you a little bit.
Which is good for Radish that he's got it. If this was Demon Island or Brawlhaven, I think Radish would have gotten 2 stocks by now.
That's right.
That platform has given him a lot of solace, even though...
Oh, he's finally punishing it, right? He just jumped in. He went through that neutral leg. He got the call out. Radish is trying to go up and above once again. MELHOR not playing nearly as grounded. Radish, let's see how he adapts. He whips the side in. He's now off stage. MELHOR jumping, threatening with the sail. Able to get the sideline. He gets the dodge read, and he's able to get the neutral finisher off the top. Nicely done.
What you're talking about, like when he finally hit Radish?
Não imagino que nesse set a gente vai ter mudança de pique não, tá, gente? Até porque os dois estão muito... bem posicionados com os legends que eles estão, né?
You know, and you have enough like flat ground for
although I'd argue that with how Radish is getting his knockouts on MELHOR, that maybe going to Mos Eisley might be a little bit better because the blast zones are a bit further away from the smaller stage. MELHOR has been getting these knockouts as early as he possibly can. Radish has actually been getting knockouts that like jumps. Like right here, does at the down sig, doesn't get the spike, gets the recovery afterwards. This is good damage. But sidelight and air would even things up, right? Coming out from MELHOR's axe.
Nice weapon toss, the back head of the down end, the end sig not going to be able to connect.
Yeah, very punishable. When you hit the end of that move, you gotta watch the entire animation.
Recovery, axe recovery is such a good hitbox, but it has so much startup. You gotta catch it before it comes out.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, Radish
doesn't matter how good your hitbox is against the most disjointed move in the game, where you literally can like move before the move's finished.
Sounds like they should make axe recovery a little bit faster. Okay.
You want to make it faster. Also,
I want to hitbox all the way at the startup. Anyways.
Give Imugi iframes while recovering, right? Like the entire only Imugi, because Imugi goes through his shell, right? And that's the key difference. Oh,
backing off,
sidelight again.
Not able to get the finisher. Radish dodging on the second. Nicely done. Sidelight, dodging diagonally up. All the way to the platform. Radish resetting kill. What's it going to be? Backing off for the second.
Grogu just chilling out in the corner over there. What's he doing? Is he going to react to the knockout here that Radish is about to get? Oh, Nair does not combo into recovery. Yeah, down like gets punished.
Oh, what a side sig, able to scoop him up. Money Holla, all of a sudden, this is looking exactly like game one. Radish opened off so hot, and now looking a little bit cold.
Amugi's not just a turtle, but a dragon turtle. As you can see there with the range that you get off that dash forward side sig. Crazy distance that he can break there. Goes with the ground pound, ground pound. Could even things up again. Let's see. No.
A bit of a miss on
this
the
ain't doubles, Radish.
Oh,
it's
no.
Not going to work. Now you don't have a teammate covering if you miss that. Takes a ton of damage coming off of that.
You got to have that spacing on lock, but that's okay. Yes, that's going to be the recovery off the top. He missed the first KO option. That's okay. He still cleaned it up.
Almost exactly like the game before. Where I think Radish is probably down 200 damage still, but the knockouts are coming out purely from Radish being able to exhaust Money Holla of all his jumps.
Neutrally again, setting up these juggles. How do you land? I cannot believe he didn't catch that landing. Endlight chase dodge again, gets called out for it.
Oh, that's brutal. Sidelights the wrong way, doesn't catch the landing. Money Holla is going to get that.
He got
that's
the dodge. That's going to be another stop. That's another KO.
Neutral finisher, same time as
that was the same exact way as game one.
Event. They're talking about a lot of players, and Money Holla never shows up on the list of people to prepare for, even though he's always showing up in these top 8s. There's no stranger that here already on winner's side, top 8. Winning this will get him into winners finals, right? Which is a set away from qualifying for the Royale, which would be terrifying for the players that have been here, because Money Holla typically doesn't do very well on the onlines.
Oh, but again, giving another opening there with a D-Sig like that, Radish going to be taking full advantage of it, going out there through the ground pound. The D-Sig as well, but it's not going to matter. Money Holla.
Achei que o Money Holla ia tentar dentro do Sig, mano. Não sei se funcionar, acho que não.
I'm telling you, that's why I think the stage matters the most for Radish here. Get the biggest blast zones that you get, but the smallest stage to play with. I'm surprised they keep going back to Fortress of Lions, because all of Radish's knockouts have been like dare snipes on the orb, down sig from the orb, things that are catching Money Holla, exhausting those jumps very early on. It's never going to be a damage lead against a character like Amugi to begin with. And if Radish wins this game,
I think he likes having this much stage for Great Sword, though. I think this is actually like quite comfortable for him, because he has not ever like run out of stage. He's never had like Radish too close to the edge too much. Endlight is able to come out. What's going to be the edge guard? Commits to the downer.
Downer could happen again here.
Sidelight, another one.
Good
the weapon toss not going to connect.
I mean, it was a good snipe if he was any other weapon but Orb's pretty tiny. Oh, Sidesick punished that time around, expecting a dash in for Radish.
He's going to do it again, and he gets punished. What did I tell you, Money Holla? He lives and gets knocked out by...
That GC Sidesick was like, I'm thinking about next game.
Yes.
That's what that energy was, right?
He just also wanted like a fun recovery.
Look at Radish go! 5 hits in a row. Recovery comes through.
Money Holla, okay.
3 stock in game 3. Sidesick again, Money Holla. You've got to do it.
You know he wants it.
He's got to do it. Get one on the board. Oh, that was a good bait.
Caraca.
Yeah, Radish, the bike into the snipe.
3 estoque, mano. O cara simplesmente virou o jogo. Quer dizer, virou a match, né? Não o set inteiro, mas vamos ver se ele vai conseguir manter o mesmo ritmo.
Yeah, I am a competitor. You also have been a competitor too. In your days, right?
Well, I don't think that hard about it. Okay,
when it comes to stages.
We're in this game now. I got to talk about last game a little bit, just really quickly here, because there's a lot of signature usage, and you know, quite frankly, I feel like the punish that Radish was able to get off of them was pretty disproportionate. So Money Holla, you know, again, I hate to keep bringing this up about him because there's so many good aspects of his gameplay.
What?
But this is
talking about the side sig?
He keeps getting punished for it. The end sig, the slide off D sig, the side sig that ended up with me.
I'm telling you, game 3 was a throwaway. Although the stage didn't change. So
we're staying to the same place.
You know, let's see how it plays out this time around. I do definitely feel like Money Holla looked at that last game and knows what he needs to adjust. But if the side sig comes through again and he gets destroyed, I'll be curious about it. Money Holla's still behind on the damage though, but not for much longer.
Beautifully done. He's looking for it again.
Down sig off the top plat.
Oh, I don't know what that end sig was. Money Holla only getting it down.
I think it was Radish calling out Money Holla doing a slide charge down sig. That's what it was.
I don't think Money Holla necessarily wanted to fall down with the down. He wanted the spike hit into the neutral recovery maybe. Because that's usually like a way for Great Sword to get KOs off the top.
Ouch.
Doesn't matter though. Sider is able to come out,
pick
up the Great Sword again.
Look at this dodge. Oh, weapon throw into Axe.
With the end light, Radish couldn't punish it.
Yeah, well, Axe is deceptively fast on that move. Nair. Weapon throw does hit. Gets the recovery on his jump.
So active.
Yeah, carried him from beneath the move. Pretty surprised about that. And as active as Orb and Light was, it didn't get through that dodge.
It can be so tricky without getting to open to actually find a KO at like late damage. As Great Sword not able to get the recovery, the weapon toss.
What is it? It was a misinput. It was a misinput.
The downing neutrally again. That's what he wanted the first time. That's what he wanted like half a stock ago.
Yeah, but what Radish wanted was a jump recovery.
Yeah.
And he snaps to the ground and gets the end sig and just gets obliterated for it. So now Money Hollow has got so much room to play with here, and it's so scary. You get one dodge read against Great Sword, you're getting hit by 5 Amugi attacks.
Okay,
there we go.
Recovery. That's going to be the stock gone off the top. 2 stocks apiece.
Switches the orb. Okay. We're on orb. Boots primed. What's Money Hollow going to get? I think Axe is up on the plate.
Axe is up as well.
But can we even see it at this rate? Another anti-air. Whistle Gravity cancels sidelight trying to read that recovery, but Money Hollow reacts. And there it is. Dodges out of the way.
Axe Orb, love talking about this. This is usually pretty good for
And you
Orb.
can't anymore. He threw it away. Axe Orb. You think Money Hollow is playing Axe voluntarily?
Not even after the Great Sword nerfs. No. He's going to still be sticking to his favorite weapon.
It wasn't nerfs, Dara. It was balance. Great Sword is.
But he's still doing exceptionally well. He's still so tricky. He's still so elusive. I actually feel like this is like the most patient neutral we've seen of him. Just because like the bounce patch forces you to move a little bit less.
Are you talking about Money Hollow?
Yeah. It makes you not. You can't like swing sidelight as much. You know?
Is he going to side sig here?
I don't feel it.
You don't feel it? I kind of feel it.
Huge. Radish off stage. How does he make it back on? The side is such a long startup. Radish, can he get this juggle?
Axe is on board. That's not good.
Every single opening. That's another
Okay, yeah, it was kind of every single, wasn't it? Yeah, that down sig was not. What was he covering?
Tossing away the axe once more.
Nice dodge.
Wow.
All right, it's close. Okay. It's a very, very close game 4.
Nicely done. Money Hollow, 2 stocks to 1 right now, very gently.
Prime's a great sword too, so he's not going to have to worry about being stuck on Axe again and throwing out a down sig for no reason. Radish could go delay recovery. I think that would knock out at this point. Recovery from Boots is enough. All right, 1-1. Radish a stock away from getting into game 5, and I do feel like momentum is solidly in Radish's favor. I feel like Money Hollow has been like, well, yes, being more patient and not throwing out as many punishing moves. Oh, that's unlucky.
No.
That's just unlucky.
I think that he just went the wrong way.
Yeah, or reading a drift, reading a dodge, whatever it is, the sider stacks right on top of Money Hollow. But look at that. He's still doing so much damage off the orb here. Finds the landing on the neutral light. That side doesn't get punished.
Gets a recovery as well. Money Hollow being so patient on his landing, trying to fast fall into it. And that's going to be the stuff off the top. We need a replay.
No way that knocks out that early. We were very, very early coming out. And much to my surprise, this is Money Hollow's choice, by the way. Not his choice of map, but he left this open.
I don't get it. I don't totally, you know what? We'll
That's what's interesting to me, because that means Radish looked at this and went, okay, I'll go here.
I think Radish has absolutely no problem going here. I think if Money Hollow sticks to the
especially because he laddered Money Hollow on a 1 plat map.
Yeah.
You get that top plat map towards the top with Orb. Money Hollow is not doing those vertical combos in the same way, and Radish has been succeeding massively with Orb recovery every time Money Hollow has tried to go to these side plats, which, as far as Greatsword players go, I feel like it's an unusual strategy, especially when you're not showing that you're like doing a lot of these dare and air combos, landing side air. Almost all of Money Hollow's success has been off of these side light and dash forward side light. So let's see what happens here.
He's looking for the call out with the recovery. He didn't get it neutrally that time around, catching him going to the top plat. Nicely done, side light. So Radish, how's he make it back on Money Hollow within a D6? Look at the position he's in. That time around though, he connects
grabs him, sends
Radish
him
is off
flying.
stage. Can he get this KO?
Nossa senhora.
Trying to pick up with the recovery there, gets the sider on the way back. Radish mixing up his recovery quite nicely, but he took so much damage off that down sig. Avoids the side sig. There's the punish. Okay, Dara, I think you've got your point's been pretty solidly made. Money Hollow threw several leads this set with those signature usages. That side sig actually just got his stock eliminated. He was ahead, orange to red. Now he's down to stock. Radish denies all the weapons on, and Money Hollow has to go through an axe to be able to play the game that he wants to play against Radish, and Radish knows it.
And that's what he's doing best here. He's getting the weapon toss. He's picking up the boots. The recovery is not going to be enough to get the KO off the top here. And Money Hollow has been trying to consistently get those KOs
Throw
off
the axe away, Money Hollow. Just throw it. Just throw it. You don't even have to hit him with it.
Boots? No, I think this is the time. And Light sends him all the way across the stage. Can you get this edge guard? He just tosses out the weapon instead. Okay, the recovery unarmed is going to be enough to do it, even from below the stage like that.
Yeah, you're right. I was remiss about the fact that axe neutral light against boots exists, and that was more than enough to get there. Okay, that interesting dodge. Gets up by recovery. Radish trying to go for another early knockout, perhaps. Endlight Bridge not going to connect, and Radish just staying on that top plat, and Money Hollow is chasing after him.
Okay, dashing back a little bit here, trying to catch his landing any way he can. He's threatening with Great Sword neutrally, which is actually quite safe as far as moves in this game go.
You know what's safer? I think most nairs are actually pretty safe, right? Like orb nair is pretty good too. Quick. It's safe for how much damage it does, right? Like that's what's crazy. Another recovery would knock out here, right? And not from grounded though.
He had a good idea going for the neutral finisher, but then Radish, I mean, he dodged the same. Oh, the side stick.
Sometimes you don't get punished. You know what's cool about that side stick is that I think, because the platform heights, specifically in Mishima Dojo, are low enough to where I think you just cover top plat and the plat ahead of you if you dash with it.
Nice drift.
Radish, what are you doing? Get out.
Radish went the other way. Money Hollow was able to mix him up. He made it back onto the stage. The question is, can he get any additional mileage out of the stock? The stock wants to go Radish. He needs to be able to even this up.
That's not good.
And like coming out, that did so much damage.
Money Hollow is really close to being able to win this set. Sidelight Cider will knock out. Nope.
That's not enough.
A Moogie.
Oh my God.
Defense, holding on for one more. Let's see how much extra credit he can get off of that. Radish looking for the recovery, avoids the Sair.
So much drift, so much stealing on the recovery. Radish kept himself safe with that. Money Hollow playing nice and patient, not trying to jump into anything, but then finally eating the orb side of Game 5. Last stock, this would be monumental for Money Hollow.
Money Hollow's got a great sword on deck. Here he comes through. Radish goes for the nair. Money Hollow manages to get it. All right, good start. Side light, D-light, but Money Hollow gets the unlight finisher. Nair comes through as well. Radish damaged. Gets one neutral light.
Nothing else after that, though. Radish just moving from the platform. Side light, D-light, nicely done.
Oh, he's so high in the sky. But Money Hollow is not a very great sword, not a very recovery-focused great sword player. So Radish has been able to stay in the skies. Oh, it's close. Ooh, he does get back to the ground. Downer doesn't punish him, but Cider puts him off the side of the stage. Nair recovery.
The downer to call out the recovery. That was such a good mash out of disadvantage. Picking up the axe now. How do you get this stock? This is what axe is for.
He goes over he disarms him. Radish is in trouble. Gets the orb. What's he gonna do? Dash him there! Oh, come on! It's so close.
Whoa,
no way you go for the slide charge downs to get this position of the game. He's gonna do it again. Cider hits, that's it. Radish popping off.
Mano, que luta, velho. Foi muito épico isso daí, velho. Muito bom, muito bom. É isso, gente. Não se esqueça de estar vendo aí, acompanhando, se inscrevendo no canal para acompanhar mais campeonatos. É nóis.